However, we should always be disrupting ourselves with experimentation. And I would even challenge everybody watching, if you're always on camera, try not being on camera. Try to experiment with different content formats. You got to just press record.
My channel is for nursing students. It's to help them with test anxiety, and it is a review of NCLEX style questions. So I am a nursing instructor, and it's basically how I would review before tests with my students. I am not on the videos. I do it all on software on Camtasia. And my question is do I need to be on camera for this type of education? Would it be better, or would it be distracting?
It's YouTube, it's your tube, even though we want to make service content. You can do it in whatever style you want. You're very much answering specific questions here. Have you gotten feedback from anybody? A comment like, wow, this is so thankful. Like, have you connected with some people?
Yeah, I actually have a Facebook community group under the same name and a Facebook page, and we have about 89 people on the community group. And so I ask them for feedback all the time, and I've gotten a lot. I started off basically with the students from my college. That was my original niche, and then it's grown from there. And they said that it is very helpful, that they like the way it's done. They like that it's quick, that they could listen to it in their car as they're driving to school on their pods. And then they just have that one thing. If they only want one specific thing from cardiac, they can just listen to that video. If they want all of them, they can listen to the whole playlist.
Yeah, so amazing. And a couple things to break down. I mean, first of all, you answered your own question there. And I just also want to acknowledge you as such a great example of what we just shared. Like, your students are grateful. You're answering specific questions. It's a resource that's there for them. But I would summarize with a few tips. And that is, A, you're still pretty early stage in this, and you're building up your Facebook group, which I love, and you're attracting a very specific group of people. So one thing to remember when you are making progress, even if the initial growth feels slow, just keep going, because it's serving people, it's helping people, you're getting positive feedback. Do more of what you're doing. Secondly, I want to encourage you to experiment if you would want to. If you don't want to be on camera, or it's like it's just working and you like this rhythm, once you get in a rhythm, you might as well go for it. However, we should always be disrupting ourselves with experimentation. And I would even challenge everybody watching, if you're always on camera, try not being on camera. There's what's called faceless channels. Try to experiment with different content formats. And so trying to make a more cinematic video, or trying to make a voiceover video with B-roll from a stock footage shot or something for everybody watching, that's just experimenting with different content formats. And I think that some of the other things you could do is, I would like to see maybe a little bit of a pivot to the thumbnails, because they're pretty busy. And one of the things I recommend is you don't need to echo the title in the thumbnail, but I'm trying to do as few words as possible. And those words are not echoing the title. They're maybe reinforcing or reaching out to grab the viewer's attention. And my favorite trick for this is, every time you go to the grocery store, start looking at the magazines and the tabloid headlines and little call outs, because on the headlines and the little call outs, they only have a few tiny sentences to contain a lot of information. While you're sitting at the grocery store, instead of being on your phone, you could start looking at the cover of magazines to think about how to quickly communicate information. And so I think about the man with 106 babies, like, oh my gosh, 239 style tips. Who do we vote for now? The music that matters, how to crank up your style. So it's not echoing the title, it's complementing the title if you do put words in the thumbnail.
Are you ready to start or grow your YouTube channel? Do you feel stuck and need help connecting the dots? Join this free web class where you'll learn the step-by-step playbook for YouTube success. We've helped thousands of purpose-driven entrepreneurs just like you grow their influence with video. Register today for this exclusive training at thinkmasterclass.com.